Good morning, everybody. Y'all know who it is. It is Rashida Strober, and I am the world's first and only dark skin activist. I am the reason that anybody speaks on colorism, dark skin, and darkism. I started dark skin activism before there was social media, before anybody cared to talk about it. I made it an issue when nobody cared about dark skin. I am the originator. I am the GOAT, and that's a fact. I started dark skin activism in 1998 because I had a burning desire to understand why was I being treated differently for having dark skin and nappy hair when I was growing up as a child. There was no dark skin activists. There was nobody to talk about this topic about. It was the big elephant in the room that nobody discussed. The only other person I'll ever give credit to is, say it with me, Cola Booth. That is all. What is dark skin activism? It's the first platform in history created by myself, Rashida Strober, in 1998 to speak on, work towards eradicating what is known as colorism and what I call darkism, aka dark skin discrimination. And how do I do dark skin activism? I do dark skin activism. I practice dark skin activism through the writing of books, plays, social commentary, also through veganism, yes, on only dark skin. And I am the first person to do this, not a celebrity, not another YouTuber. A lot of people have stolen and ripped off from my channel, but I'm the originator. That's a fact. I've written more books on dark skin than anybody in the world, including How to Be the Hottest Dark Skin Chick on the Planet, which is the first motivational book ever written for dark skinned females. I've also wrote Darkism, 25 Ways Dark Skinned People Are Discriminated Against, A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge, which is the book version and the play version. Token Dark Girl, the It Dark Girl of the Moment, A Dark Skinned Girl's Triumph, the Rashida Strober story. And I'm currently writing, or editing, should I say, Inventing Dark Skin Activism, the Rashida Strober story. And if you guys want to learn more about what I do, just go to my website, darkskinactivist.com. I also want to share with you that I do colorism and darkism counseling. I'm the first to do this. So if you go to my website, which you can see, darkskinactivist.com, you can book a session with me. I'm at the website right now. Good morning, everybody. Make sure y'all like the video and make sure y'all share it. I'm just going to put the link to my website in the chat. You can go to my website, and as you can see, you can purchase a darkism counseling with me. I have a $25 session for a one-on-one 30-minute phone session, a $75, which is the standard for a one-on-one hour phone session. And then I have the pro, which is $100 for a one-on-one 1 hour video session. And then the group session, which is 2 to 4 people, is $275. So if you would like to book a session with me, this is how I'm doing it. I'm sorry, but I can no longer take calls from people for free. Understand, folks, I did this for years, probably like 10 years or more. I've been doing free darkism counseling, and people just started taking advantage of me. So, and also this money that I make from doing darkism, colorism sessions with people one-on-one or in groups will go towards a legal battle that I'm in right now with an individual who has attacked and demeaned, threatened, death threats to myself and other Black women online for years. I'm in a legal battle where I need to raise at least $1,500 right now. And so this money will go towards that. And so go ahead and book your session. This is my website. You can also scroll on down to the bottom and you will see that I'm also still giving away for free my book, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. So you can fill in the information and you can get a free download of Darkism. Now, getting back to the legal battle that I'm in, I had to get a protective order, and I have a court date and I need to pay my legal fees. So I'm asking everybody that's in the sound of my voice to help me with that. If you believe in justice, if you want me to get justice, if you know that I've been wronged, and let me tell y'all something, I've caught a lot of hell for the last month or so, getting death threats, getting stalked, cyber bullied, stalked online. It's just been crazy. And I finally have been able to get some form of justice. So what I'm asking people to do is to find it in their hearts to please go to my Cash App. That's probably the best way to do it, and make a donation. Good morning, everybody that's watching. And my Cash App is $Rashidalala. I need to raise at least $1,500, and I need to do it fast because I have to pay for my legal expenses regarding this particular case with this individual who has been issuing death threats, inciting death threats, and stalking and harassing me for over a month. And I'm asking everybody to please go and make a donation. Once again, my Cash App is $Rashidalala. And also, if you've been victimized, because I know that there's countless Black women online, and not just Black women, but Black people that have been victimized by this person, I'm asking you to please step up to the plate. And this is justice for you as well. Make a donation to my Cash App, $Rashidalala. Once again, $Rashidalala. So I want to thank y'all for that. Now, let me get back to, I'm going to show you guys real quick if I can. I know that I told y'all, I said, listen, I'm going to try to come on and show you guys more of my food that I make, but sometimes I don't get a chance. Every morning when I get up, first of all, for those of you that don't know, I've been a long time vegan, almost 10 years. Before that, I was vegetarian for a long time. And I've been on this journey for a long time, and it's a way of life. Even in my book that I wrote, the first motivational book for dark-skinned females, called How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet, I wrote a little bit about my vegan lifestyle, talked about what I eat, what I drink, how I move every day, and how it helps me with darkism. Yes, believe it or not, and these things are innovative. People have never heard of the stuff that I'm saying. A lot of people have listened to me and they try to be me and copy me, but you got to live this lifestyle. This is something this is a way of life for me. And I just shared it, never thinking that people would start plagiarizing. But at the end of the day, you got to live this lifestyle. I'm a real vegan, the real one. I don't eat meat. I am a plant-based eater. This is how I live. So you got to live it. And when you live it, you look it. So, it's people out there claiming to be vegan. I'm not saying that there's not vegans out there that are not vegan and have some meat on their bones, but if you're a real plant-based eater, you're going to look like it. Okay. That's just what it is. And I've been a vegan long enough to know that. So this is what I made this morning, because every morning I get up and I have water. I don't like drinking water. I don't like water, but water is so essential for you. So every morning I get up and I have water in some form of plant-based liquid. So I had my water this morning, which I didn't like. And then most days I have some green tea. I do love green tea, but my plant-based liquid of choice this morning, I took a picture of it and put it on Facebook, is pineapple juice mixed with banana, which I really love because the flavor is just awesome. And if you are a person that's new to the vegan lifestyle, I would highly recommend that you start out with the fruits, because that'll like acclimate your taste buds to the way of eating. Because the bitter stuff, I think it's an acquired taste for some people. I love kale juice with just lemon or lime in it, but it took me a while to get to that point. But everybody ain't there. So this is what I made this morning. The bananas with the magnesium, the potassium. I'm not an expert on everything that's in it, but I know how I feel. That's how I go off of how I feel, y'all. You can get into the science of it. There's a lot of people out there into the science of it. I am not heavy into the science. I just know this is common sense diet that God put on earth, the plants, and this is what I eat. And I feel great. So I put some sea moss in here. And because of the wonderful taste of the bananas and the pineapple juice, I disguise the taste. But I'm after that potassium and I'm after that magnesium, because potassium and magnesium naturally make you feel just good, boost your mood and make you feel good. Bananas are just like the queen of making you feel good. So this is what I had this morning after I drank my water and my green tea. I didn't show this to you guys, but sometimes I'll freeze my juices, and then because I don't like to make them every day because it can be taxing sometimes because I might not have time. But I also had a coconut chocolate milk. Now y'all say coconut chocolate milk. All it is real coconut milk. And I'm sorry I can't show it to you guys. I drank it already. I don't show everything because I'm working on it. I'm gonna try to like get more into coming on here and making the food for you guys live so you can see. But anyway, I put cacao powder, which is one of my staples. Cacao, which is what chocolate is made out of, with nothing added to it. I just take mine straight and I sweeten it with banana, okay, and coconut milk, and just put it in a blender, and boom, you drink it. And then I put some, of course, the sea moss in it. Sea moss got this earthy taste to it. I want to cover it up, so I throw the banana in it and, get the natural sugar. So I had that. And then last night, I think I threw up, give me a second. There's my salad. Let me tell y'all something. If you don't listen to nothing else that I say, let me be very clear. If you do not listen to nothing else I say, listen to me clearly. Eat a salad every day. Eat a salad every day. Please eat a salad every day. Like y'all, this is like the most simplest thing ever. For me, and let me give you a tip. Let me give you a tip. And y'all, while I'm talking, I would like for you guys to please help me out with my legal expenses. Go to my Cash App, $Rashidalala. Help me to get justice against this individual that's been doing cyber stalking, cyber terrorism, cyber harassing of Black women for years online. I was able to get some justice by hiring an attorney. I have a court date set. I do have a protective order in place. I need to cover my legal expenses. I'm asking those of you that support me to please, 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 please go to my Cash App, $Rashidalala, and make a contribution this morning. Okay. It's wrong. Y'all know what's been going on is wrong. Y'all know that. It don't take a rocket scientist to know that. Freedom of speech is great, but when you start inciting, death threats, and you initiate death threats against people, you can't do that. So anyway, this is my salad, guys, that you can see right here, that I made last night. And that's a vegan cheese, sunflower, and I put different things on it. Now, I'll tell you, I always have my staple is green, dark green leaves. I do not buy iceberg lettuce. That's a no-no. I do not buy salads from, the fast food restaurants because they use iceberg lettuce. You want to use the dark green leaves. And for me, my favorites are arugula. Arugula, guys. Arugula. Let's type in arugula so you guys can see some pictures of arugula. Arugula makes for great salads. I'm telling you, try it. This is arugula, and it's packed full of nutrients, y'all. Look at that. It's just so beautiful. I just love looking at these greens. It makes me happy. Like, listen, arugula is like the bomb, okay? Get you some arugula in your life and use it as your salad base, please. And I'm not for the sauteing. I like to eat mine uncooked. I was talking to my son. Shout out to my Raheem. I love you very much. And we was talking about, he grew up watching me make dishes like this, and he's starting to ask me about it now. And I said, listen, Raheem, he was worried about not cooking the food. I said, the uncooked food is actually better. You don't have to cook this. Let me tell you, raw food is better than cooked food. Any day of the week, it beats it because you're taking in the whole nutrients. You're not cooking out the nutrients. And I was explaining that to him, and he's starting to understand even more. And me and him was texting back and forth. I think it was yesterday. And you know, he's starting to just like get into, he already nice and slim and cut. And I'm telling him like, Raheem, you know, get on, don't feel bad about not cooking your food. We've been made to feel bad if we can't. No, the uncooked food is the best. Do your research and you'll find out what I'm saying is true. But this is my arugula, man. I'm telling y'all, I adore arugula. This is my staple. It has to be dark green. If it ain't dark green, I don't want it. I won't eat it. I'll go without eating. No, thank you. I'm not interested. Okay. I'm gonna tell y'all another one of my staples. Y'all gonna love this. Now, I will not get the regular one, but it has to be baby kale, my friends, or you can get baby spinach or spinach. It's got to be the baby kale for me. And I like baby kale because unlike the big hard kale, the bigger kale that's not baby kale is like, it's too hard for salads. I don't like that. I like the nice texture and gentleness of the baby kale. Look at that. And I can only find it at Publix for some reason. But I can find my arugula at like Walmart, etc. But I have to go to Publix to get my baby kale. I adore, y'all, there is no words to describe how much I love baby kale. Only Lauren probably knows how much I love my baby kale. Okay. These are staples. Okay. So, somebody, Snapper147 said, how long have you been vegan? Almost 10 years now. And before that, I was vegetarian. Okay. So it's been a long time. You know, you talking to somebody that's been living this lifestyle for years. And I want to say shout out to the black men from the Caribbean. My ex-husband was from Jamaica. I dated a guy who really got me into it back in 2001, 2002. Iron Man. This man grew his own food, and I just like got really acclimated to it. This is before the internet. I never really talked about it, but I got people that want me to discuss this more. But this is my everyday living. Like, you come in my refrigerator, you're gonna see kale or arugula or, you know, some tomatoes. I always have my salad material. You know, you're gonna see plants because that's how I live, and this is how I want y'all to do. And it's just a better way to go. I'm just trying to, y'all, get rid of the meat. If you gotta get the meat, do the, you know, you can do the fake meats and stuff like that. You could do that too. I ain't mad at you because I understand it takes people some time. But this, let me tell y'all, this baby kale is, it's magnificent for salads. I'm telling you, try it. So this is my salad right here that I made last night. That is simple stuff. Like, I use what's in my refrigerator, in my cabinets. I got the vegan cheese. I got the sunflower seeds. I got the tomatoes, onions. Avocado is my baby. I adore avocado because of the tryptophan. Look up tryptophan and you will listen. For the people out there that going through something, stressed out, get on things like that are high in potassium and magnesium and tryptophan. The bananas, the coconut milk, the nuts, the avocados. It will change your life. Okay. And my vegan diet is why I'm able to go through so many things, I believe. I know that y'all might think that's crazy, but it's true for me. I would rather be hungry than to eat meat. I'll just sit there and be hungry until I can get to what I need. I'll fast. I don't care, because I know the benefits of a plant-based diet is like, listen, it's life-changing. So what else I got in there? So that's my salad. And I put different things in there. It just depends. I like my green peppers, my red peppers. Dark green, colorful vegetables is what you want to go for. All right. Do not, and I want to repeat, do not use iceberg lettuce. Whatever you do, don't use iceberg lettuce because there's barely any nutrients in it. You're shortchanging yourself. Don't use it. All right. So let me tell y'all something. We got something going on in the Black community where we've been encouraged with this thick stuff. I ain't mad at the thick people. I'm not mad at y'all. But I just have heard over the years so many people, okay, Shout out to Dr. Sabi. Love Dr. Sabi. Love Dr. Well, you can say I'm not attractive, DJ B Street. I don't care. That's the things that some of the things that I've heard all my life. I'm ugly. I'm dark skinned. I'm skinny. I'm ugly. I don't care. I don't care. And I'm just saying healthy foods, plant-based will boost your mood and it'll help you be a fighter intellectually and go through whatever you got to. See, I got a person on here, DJ B Street, sitting up here saying I'm not attractive. That's not new to me. I don't care. People have called me ugly my entire life for being dark skinned. I've always been on this slender side, except one time I did gain a lot of weight when I was pregnant. But they would say because I wasn't a certain type of body type, dark skin, nappy hair, that I wasn't attractive. Okay, whatever. I'll take that. But I'm healthy. I'm very healthy. So this is why I'm making this video. This person, you think you're hurting me, but you're actually making my point. Let me tell you something. It's okay to be dark skinned, slim, and vegan. It's okay. And this is not any shade on the thicker people in the Black community. Our community encourages thickness. We encourage that. Let's just be honest about it. Okay. If you listen to the songs, if you listen to in the community, oh, put some meat on your bones. I heard that growing up. We encourage that. So that's why you have a lot of us that will shy away from being vegan. And I've heard it more times than I can count from men and women. Oh, I don't want to get all skinny, or I don't want to lose my curves. I've heard it all. But I'm here to tell you that there is nothing wrong. I even had somebody tell me, oh, you keep on doing this vegan stuff, you're gonna be shapeless. A dude told me that. And I just ignore it. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'd rather be so-called shapeless and very healthy than not healthy. And this picture is not, let me just be clear here. And I'm not on here to brag. I'm just on here to make a point. I'm not on here to be braggadocious. That's not what I'm on here to do. I'm here to make a point, y'all. So just listen to me and hear me out. This picture is not 15 years ago. This picture is not 10 years ago. This picture is recent. This is how I look. When you're on a vegan plant-based diet, and I'm talking about when you like a vegan plant-based, not the junk food, because chips can be vegan. Some candy bars can be vegan. Some cookies some fattening junk foods can be vegan. Yeah, that's vegan. But I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the fruitarian. Some vegans are straight fruitarians. Some vegans are just raw food eaters. Some vegans eat cooked foods, but it's heavily plant-based. You are going to, it's by default, you're going to be slim unless you hit in the gym and you get in some muscle tone. Okay. I'm not a gym rat. That's not what I like, being outside. To each his own. But folks, when you are a vegan, you are going to by default be slim. Please get over it. Please get over it. People want to make you feel bad. And I've had a person recently, they did some evil stuff to me. And I feel it was an attack on the way I live. Because my children are both slender. Genetically, that's how they are. You know, my son, Raheem, I wish I had a picture of him. He tall, slim, cut, about 6'3", weighing in at about $160, muscle, toned. That's how he is genetically. My entire family is like that. His dad was like that. Some people can't gain fat like that. You can't make them be fat. That's just how it goes. My daughter, her dad, same thing. The man is tall, slim. Always been tall and slim. That's just how he's built. And if you combine eating a healthy diet and veganism with that, the genetics of it, my daughter, she sees me eating healthy foods. She's grown up around this. She's never had cow's milk, people. Even when she was a little baby, she was on plant-based coconut milk. I used to give her what is the cashew nut milk. it's just predisposed to not being fat. That's how some people are. But some people will get angry and attack you for it and say, oh, the child is malnourished. It makes no sense. I wish I could, let me see if I can find a picture of Raheem. Shout out to Raheem. Let me stop the screen sharing that for a minute. Y'all could just hear me. We got slim people running in my family. What you want me to do about that? And I made a decision a long time ago that I am going to be a healthy person. I am not going to, put myself in danger of getting diseases such as cancer, such as high blood pressure and diabetes, and all of these different diseases, folks, that comes along with an unhealthy diet. Now, if you combine all of that with being vegan, one of the side effects, my friends, is being a slender person. If you're eating fruits and veggies, people, think about this. This is just common sense. Let's say you're a raw vegan or a fruitarian raw vegan, and you're eating nothing but fruits and vegetables. Now, you might have to eat a lot more calories, but I'm just here to let you know that you're going to be a slender person. I think you should just get over that and break out of the stereotypes of what some people in our community will disparage you for. It just doesn't make no sense to me. It doesn't make sense. And I remember talking about Raheem. Shout out Raheem. Raheem came down here. He's in Maryland right now, and that's where he lives. But when he came down here with me for about 6 months or so, I was teaching him a business that I was running. And yes, I did. I'm not going to lie. I did turn him into a vegan. He did for that whole 6 months. And he was out there. He was already slim. Yeah, he was. But I was just putting him on to all this good, healthy food. Okay. And he was out there hitting the track every day. Right. He was running and stuff. And I got to find a picture of Raheem. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Give me a second. Guys, bear with me. He was out there on the track running, and he got alarmed, and he said, I lost da-da-da-da. I said, Raheem, let me tell you something. Being obese is, you don't need to, that's not a good thing. And it's just sad that some of us feel bad about being slender. It doesn't make logical sense to me. And I had to kind of talk to him. And I said, okay, well, here this kid is with this perfectly fit, he's a fit kid, and he worried about what other people. I said, well, just go to the gym and work out more. That's what I told him to do. And that's what he started doing. And it's okay. You're healthy. That's all I had to tell him. Let me show y'all. There go Raheem right there. That's Raheem right there. And he coming back to the lifestyle. Okay? And it's okay. It's okay because I want him to develop these healthy eating habits so as he gets older, he will not have to worry about these diseases. Somebody said, see what's it said, how do you counteract vitamin deficiency with vegan? I think that's a myth. I don't have vitamin deficiency. If you are eating a holistic diet that comprises a variety of different plant-based foods, you're not going to be vitamin deficient. You can get all the vitamins you need from the plants. I know that people be hollering about stuff like protein and vitamin B. Listen, you can get that from the plants. You can get that from the plants. I promise you can. And so Raheem had to get over it. he had to get over that foolishness. First of all, he was naturally predisposed. See, somebody on here said, y'all funny. I'm gonna let you comment. I'm crying right now, 317. No disrespect, but most black guys like thicker women. That's okay. I ain't mad. But for me, I got no problem with being a slender person because of my diet. I'm not gonna do what other people want me to do and jeopardize my health. I'm not here to disparage or shame nobody, but I feel like people want to shame vegans because they're slender. You know, the men, the females, that's not right. I'm telling you, my son, when I had him on that vegan diet, even though he was feeling great, even though he was out there hitting that track, running around that track like a pro, like in great shape. This he's what, 22 now, physically fit as I don't know what. And I'm like, what? You sit up here worry about what? Child, please keep on your vegan diet. 20, 30 years from now, you're going to be thanking your mama and say, oh, I was right. She was right. Like he doing now. He texting me, asking me about recipes because he know what it is. So that's great. Y'all can like what y'all like. But let me tell you something. Can I tell y'all what I like seeing? Can I tell you what I like seeing? I like seeing physically fit, healthy looking people. And to me, my estimation of it, and this is no shade on nobody, is a nice, slender, healthy, glowing body. There is nothing wrong with that. And I'm making this video specifically for the slender vegans out there that's sitting up here the black ones, because I don't think we have that problem so much in other communities like white people. I think it's within our community. That's why we don't have a lot of black vegans, especially the black raw vegans. Oh my God, don't be raw vegan. You're really going to be, you're going to be frail and you're going to be this. What the hell? It doesn't make any sense. You're not. I'm a healthy woman. I've had my blood work done. Every time I get my blood, they be looking at me like, huh? I don't say nothing because I tend not to talk about my diet to these doctors because then they'll start talking against it unless they're holistic. I ain't going to tell them nothing. I just sit there and smile and don't say nothing. I don't say nothing because I'm not going to let you talk me out of my plant-based food and going back to eating chicken and, beef and, I'm not going to do that. It's my choice, what I put in my body. And I just don't want black people that want to go vegan to feel bad about it because I keep hearing it over and over. I don't want to be skinny. I don't want to, Well, go to the gym and work out. Go do some research, y'all. And you're going to find out that I was married for about 10 years, C. Wilson. You're going to find out that there's people out there that are slender or that are vegans that are bulked up. Go do your research. You don't have to necessarily be slim. If you want to gain muscle mass, you can do that. I'm just saying, said vegans can get iron. Well, they can, but if you eat, there's plenty of plants with iron in it, like the greens. A lot of the greens have more iron in it than meat. Go do your research on this. I encourage you to go do your research. I'm crying right now, 317. Listen, I'm here to talk about being a dark-skinned, slender vegan, and that's what the subject is today. And I just said I'm okay with black men not liking me, some of them, because I'm on the vegan slender side and not thick. I'm okay with that. I don't care because I like myself how I am. I don't want to be overweight. I don't want to live like that. I'm 5'10". The last time I weighed myself, I was about 155. I fluctuate between 150. Well, really between one. If I'm doing my show, I slim down, but I fluctuate anywhere between 140 to 155. I don't like going over 155. For me, at 5'10", for me, I'm talking about for myself, that's too, over 155 is too heavy. I don't want to be that way. And yeah, when the summer months come and you're out here working out and you're eating, you're drinking a lot of water, you just naturally will slim down even without trying. if you hitting the fruits and you hitting the vegetables and you drinking a lot of fluids. And I live in Florida, so it's hot. I don't have a problem with myself. So I'm not going to sit up here and worry about what other people think because I'm not quote unquote thick. I like myself the way that I am. And that's just what it is. So that's why I'm here to encourage the people on the slender side, you know, don't sit there and worry about it. Okay? Don't worry about it. If you are a Black woman and you want to go on a vegan diet, don't sit there and stress over, oh, I'm going to lose my curve. Don't do all of that. You can go to the gym and work out. Like I said, I don't go to the gym. I'm not a gym person. But if you want to keep that tone and definition and whatever, go to the gym. Your health. It's all about your health. Yes, the side effect of being a plant-based vegan, I am not talking about the junk food type, is getting slimmer. That's the side effect. That's the side effect. It is what it is. You're going to lose fat, especially a fruitarian. If you do that fruitarian stuff, I'm going to tell you right now, I hate to say this. I don't want to, because I want to encourage y'all to exercise. But let's say you become a fruitarian. You ain't even got to exercise and the weight going to start falling off. What's going to happen is if you're fruitarian, raw vegan, you're going to go to your natural weight where you're supposed to be. And you're not going to be overweight. So why are people mad about that? It doesn't make sense to me. Why would people be upset about people going to their natural weight as a result of becoming a plant-based? Again, I want to make a distinction. I'm not talking about the junk food. I'm talking about eating fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds and beans. You are going to go to your original healthy weight. I just can't fathom the problem with that. But we got to break through these stereotypes. Okay. We got to break through these stereotypes, people, and just not worry about it. I know for me, I'm gonna be honest with you. I never want to be overweight, and I make for doggone sure that I just I have to live a certain way. And you have to be disciplined, and over time, it's gonna become like clockwork. I get up in the morning, I know my body got to have the water. It's like getting up to brush your teeth every morning. Okay, I know I'm gonna have me some plants this morning, and that's what I do. Typically, I eat one meal a day because that's how I like. I'm not hungry in the morning. I get hungry because I've been doing this for so long. I get hungry in the evening. That's when I don't want to eat no food really until the evening time. I would say anywhere around like 5 o'clock. I might start to feel some pains around 3. But after 5, my body say, okay, let's eat. And all during the day, I'm energetic. My brain is functioning well. I'm very productive. This is the benefit of being a vegan. I'm not telling y'all to do what I do. I'm just saying I don't want Black people, Black women, okay, Black men. I don't want y'all to feel like, oh my God, I'm going to be anorexic. No, you're not. I am in no way, shape, fashion, or form anorexic. And I am very strong. This is another thing. It's a myth. People are lying when they tell you, oh, you're going to be weak if you're a vegan. It's not true. B Money says, I've been intermittent fasting, eating 1 meal a day for 2 years now. I absolutely love it. And you could tell us about the benefits. Listen, you could tell us about the benefits to that. I'm trying to tell you that intermittent fasting ain't no joke. Listen, it's an absolute lie that you're going to be weak if you're vegan. I'm a very strong, physically strong woman. For me, if I eat during the daytime, like for breakfast or whatever, if I start eating breakfast, I feel sleepy, especially if it's like a heavy meal. No, it makes me feel, I don't want to feel like that. So that's why I like to eat in the evening, because that's bedtime. It just makes more sense. Food is a sedative, people. It can be certain types of food, should I say, is a sedative. The heavy foods, You know, if I feel hungry, like before like 5 or 6 o'clock, I'll have maybe some nuts, some type of plant-based milk to boost me up. I'll have a banana. I eat to boost me up, not to bring me down. Thank you, B Money. I'm glad I got somebody on here that is agreeing with what I'm saying, so that people know that I'm not just making this up. This picture of me on here, I don't know if you guys can see it. That's me. That is how I look. This is not an old picture. This is a recent picture. Creed Bratton, I do not eat meat. That is exactly what I'm saying. I've been a vegan for almost 10 years. I don't eat meat. And I'm going to tell you, I encourage you not to. Stanley Hudson said, I feel like you're on people who eat meat and are thicker. No, I'm not. I'm not doing that. I think it's the opposite in the Black community, where we disparage people that are vegan and we say, oh, you too skinny. You're going to get too skinny. I've heard a lot of that. I mean, I remember one of the people in my family, I came over there one time. I hadn't seen her in a while. And she started accusing me of being on crack because she said, oh my God, you're so skinny. And I was like, what? What you been doing? What kind of drug? I'm like, what are you talking about? I was looking at her like, what in the world? And all it is I was, this was about a couple of years ago. I was heavy on the green juice and running in the hot sun. You're going to be slim. What do you expect? She accused me of being on drugs. I'll never forget it. I stopped going over there. I said, I'm not going to deal with this type of foolishness. I don't have to be subjected to this just because you think I should go out to eat with you and have some hog maws and some chitlins. This is how the people down here in the South eat. You think I should be eating macaroni and cheese and pork chops, and you think I should do that with you? And I'm over here having my green juice and my plants, my salads and my rice and beans and my nut milks, and you accuse me of that's a far cry from being on crack. What kind of foolishness is that? Because that's the thing with vegans. We have periods of being real slim. Sometimes you'll become real slim. If I go out there and run and I'm in the hot sun, when it's hot, you don't want to eat as much. You want to eat like me. I like to eat fruits. You're going to slim down. Ask my son. He'll tell you. He was alarmed. And then people in our community, they'll start accusing you of being on drugs, which is the most insane thing ever. It doesn't make no sense. How can you accuse somebody of being on drugs? Why don't you ask them? What are you doing? And most vegans will tell you, oh, this is what I'm doing. But I've been accused of that. I ain't never did drugs a day in my life. I'm too superior for drugs. Yes, I am. I am an elitist when it comes to that. I'll admit it. I'm too good for drugs and alcohol. I don't have to do that. I like myself way too much. I like I treasure and value what I put in my body way too much. If y'all see me on a day-to-day basis, if you was to follow me and see what I do, I'm going in the grocery store. This is what I'm eating. Sometimes I hit the farmer's market. I go to Walmart. I value myself highly. And it shows by what I put in my body. I would never and I done been through hell and back. I used to be homeless. I got a story. None of that's made me ever want to do. All it made me want to do is be the best that I could be and find ways to be the best that I could be. And one of the ways that I found was the superior diet. Yes, it is. I'm sorry if you're upset with me. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just telling you the truth. The superior diet is veganism, and particularly raw veganism. In fact, I highly admire Karen Calabrese. Y'all know who Karen Calabrese is? Let me let y'all know who Karen Calabrese is. One of my idols. I adore her. And I'm going to tell you why. Let me Google her. That's what I'm actually trying to get. I want to be on Karen Calabrese, and she light skinned. Karen Calabrese, Annette Larkins. Annette Larkins is dark skinned. But let me tell y'all something about this. Is Karen Calabrese, who I idolize. She is not just vegan. She is raw vegan, and she's about 70 something years old. This is Karen Calabrese, honey. She's raw vegan. I'm trying to get on her level. Raw veganism is superior, honey. I'm not trying to be rude. I know some of y'all want to make it seem like I'm on here trying to be rude, but I'm not. I'm actually not. You know, Karen Calabrese, this lady been a raw vegan longer than I've been alive, I believe. Karen Calabrese is just like the epitome of it for me. Raw vegan for years. That's Karen Calabrese right there, honey. I'm trying to get on her level. I'm trying to get on, forget vegan. To me, being a raw vegan is superior because that means you got discipline. Okay, this is dark-skinned Annette Larkins, honey. Annette Larkins been raw vegan for as long as I've been alive, and she's about 80. She's going on. That's how she really looks, honey. That's how she looks. That's how she looks. So I keep trying to tell y'all, if you are a vegan, the real kind, you are naturally going to look slim. It's just a side effect. You're not trying to do it. It is what it is. Don't be alarmed. This lady has been raw vegan for years. She's one of my idols as well. I love her and Karen Calabrese. They're raw vegans. I'm not no raw vegan. I'm just a vegan. These are raw vegans. I want to be on their level. Somebody said, is being vegan expensive? No, because I'm a cheap person. It's not expensive. No. And I shop at, I'm not one of them people that be like, oh my God, I gotta go to Trader Joe's. I gotta go to Whole Foods. Nope. I go to Publix. I go to Walmart. I go to Save-A-Lot. I go to the farmer's market. No. And I'm very cheap. And I like my fruits and vegetables fresh. I'm not, unless I freeze it. Okay. And so, no, it's not expensive. To me, if you go to the average fast food, value meal is like $10. That's expensive to me. You know, I can make a meal. I can make a whole week's meal out of $10, y'all. Let me tell you, I can show you how to do it. Okay. Let me read some of these comments in here. I feel says, good afternoon. One of the most beautiful women standing. Thanks for your physical. Rashida Strober. Hey, I feel. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Paul Gray says, for those who know the Bible, in the beginning, the original diet of man that God commanded man to eat was fruits and vegetables. Sure was, Paul Graves. You said God knew what was best for his creation. Absolutely. I'm just saying, says she looks good. Yes, they do. Creed Brenton said she's white. Are you talking about Karen Calabrese? I think she's mixed. But Karen Calabrese is, man, that lady is one of my idols, man. That lady is, she got I think her let me go back to Karen Calabrese. This is Annette Larkins, who I adore. She's dark skinned and I adore her for being a raw vegan. Okay. She was one of the people that taught me how to make the banana smoothies. I watched one of her videos online. Okay. That's when I came online, I started learning about the raw foods. But Karen Calabrese, let's type in her restaurant. Honey, she got a restaurant. I believe it's out in Chicago, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go to her. Yep, Chicago. One day I hope to go meet her because I've been so inspired by this lady, man. Karen Calabrese, listen, she's not a game. She's been in the game for years. Okay. Yep, it's in Chicago. This is her let me drop her website in the chat. Okay. I am a Karen Calabrese and a Annette Larkins follower because they eat the superior diet. They're raw vegans. They're not just vegans. They're raw vegans. I said raw vegans. That is superior. Shout out to Karen Calabrese. Okay. This is her right here. Plant-based chef. All right. And I'm not being paid, but this lady don't know me. I just am a fan of her work. Okay. She's living proof. Another person that I like, y'all gonna be surprised. Y'all need to read this book. Hold on one second. This lady is old. I think her name is Charlotte Gerson. Max Gerson's daughter, the Gerson therapy. These people cure cancer. I'm a follower. It ain't about race for me. It's about information. This woman here has done a lot of great work. Charlotte Gerson carried on the work of her father with the Gerson therapy. If y'all know anything about that, go research it. They cure cancer. I'm trying to tell y'all the vegan diet is powerful. Creed Bratton, I know she's not dark skinned. I understand that. I am a follower of people that some of the people will not be dark skinned. As you can see, Charlotte Gerson is on my screen right now. The reason why I'm a follower of her is because of the Gerson therapy that cures cancer. I have the book with documented cases of curing cancer. Where's the book? This is the book that I have. Max Gerson's book. I believe that's her father's name. Max Gerson book. Y'all need to read it. Okay? Got a call coming through. This is his book, Cancer Therapy. Boom. Go read it. If you wanna, T. Gill, you know what? You know about it. T. Gill said Gerson therapy is great. Absolutely. Read this book. I believe there's 50 cases of where this man cured cancer. And y'all know, come on now. Y'all know. Listen. Y'all know. I respect Dr. Sabi. Come on now. It's about information for me. Don't ever get it twisted. I got a lot of respect and love and admiration for Dr. Sabi as well. Okay. It is, well, Creed Bratton, you said, I thought your whole platform was pro-darkism. Well, darkism is not, it's anti-darkism, actually, because darkism means dark skin discrimination, which I'm trying to eliminate. But don't get that confused with me reading and understanding the thought processes of scholars. I tell you this not to brag, but to let you understand where I'm coming from. I have a master's degree in political science from the University of South Florida. To obtain my master's degree, I had to study scholars that were not just dark skinned, but of all races. I can learn from anybody. So dark skin activism is not an anti white or anti light skin or anti or about dark skin superiority. It's about equality. I want equality for dark skinned people. And one of the ways that I've done that is to promote dark skinned people, but that doesn't mean that I can't learn from other people. I've been doing that my entire life. I've studied different scholars. I'm a fan of Max Weber's, the German sociologist, his work. I'm a fan of Karl Marx. But does that negate the fact that I love and adore Dr. Frances Cress Welsing? And she's probably my top Black female scholar of all time. I love Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. I love all, I'm a person that searches for knowledge, and I'll get it from anybody as long as you're telling the truth. As long as it's righteous, I'm good to go. So I hope I explain myself to you. But I fight for equality for dark-skinned people. I'm never gonna stop doing that. I'm never gonna stop doing that. I love dark-skinned people. Love the skin tone. I love Blackness with all my heart and soul. So straight from the great gate, you said, then why don't you talk politics and use your degree? Well, this is my form of using my degree. Dark skin activism is the manifestation of my degree in political science. See, that's what I learned. I learned that I can create my own trajectory, my own reality, my own paradigm as the result of being a student of history, obtaining a bachelor's degree in history and a master's in political science. I learned that I can create my own paradigm. I learned that I can create my own revolution. I learned that I can create my own framework. One of the great scholars, Paulo Freire, who wrote Pedagogy of the Oppressed. I learned a lot from reading that book. And I took it in terms of meaning, I'm not just going to use my pedagogy to oppress other people. I'm going to use my pedagogy to create a platform that's going to free myself and my people because I got the power to do it. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. So this is my form of using my politic. There's different forms. We can create our own realities, folks. You don't have to be stuck in a box. So dark skin activism is the manifestation of that. It's my own creation to create my own pedagogy of the oppressed. When you get a chance, please read pedagogy. And that's the benefit of learning from the scholars, because as you research the researchers, you develop your own paradigm. This is one of the most brilliant books I've ever read in my life because I learned so much from it. I also learned from the great Dr. Frances Cress Welsing when I read the ISIS papers, that I could create my own paradigm and take it to another level. She's created her paradigm. She learned from Dr. Neely Fuller and created the ISIS papers and a new theory, a new paradigm. And I could do the same. When I was trying to understand why am I being treated differently for having dark skin, I read her book, the ISIS papers, which I adore. Dr. Frances Cress Welsing is the #1 scholar, female scholar for me. Nobody tops her. That's just me. Because she helped me to understand why am I being treated differently for being dark skinned. And I took that and created my own reality to solve my own problems. And we're all allowed to do that. We are free human beings, free thinkers. But when you take the time to learn, I spent years in graduate school learning from white scholars, black scholars, and some of y'all ain't gonna like this. But I am a fan of Karl Marx. Marxism. Because it helped me to understand economic and political systems. It helped me to understand the root of capitalism and the root of the struggle by the people on the bottom, the so-called peasants, and on up to the middle class and the upper echelons of society, and how we develop these economic systems that oppress people. You can learn from anybody. You don't have to agree. But you got to understand where I'm coming from. That's why I told y'all my degree is in political science, and I was literally forced to study the thought processes of some of these political theorists. But I developed my own political theory. Straight from the gate. Exactly, the proletariat. And Omali Yeshitela. I don't want to see Omali Yeshitela. Omali Yeshitela is one of the people who I learned that he taught me a great deal about Marxism and political theory. I adore Omali Yeshitela and his intellectual brilliance. The point that I am making, you got to study different thought processes, different theories, different paradigms. You have to become an intellectual. And the way you become an intellectual is it's quite easy if you're willing to devote yourself to, let me tell y'all something. I know y'all love being online and being on YouTube, but readers are leaders. Always study. Always read other people, even if you disagree with them, because you're going to be able to take something from that and learn from that. But don't plagiarize. Always give people their credit. I read Omali Yeshitela's book, How I Became a Revolutionary. A lot of people misunderstand this man. I adore Omali Yeshitela. I might not agree with everything he says, but I think he's absolutely brilliant. Okay, Stanley Hudson, you are off topic. Well, that's a whole nother topic. But Angela Davis, Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth. I love Harriet Tubman. I love Sojourner Truth. But they didn't call themselves a dark-skinned activist. And when I say dark-skinned activist, I mean an activist that specifically advocates against what I call darkism. I created that. They didn't create that. Prove to me that they created exactly what I did. They didn't. They were advocating for all Black people. Please, let's not do this. I'll deal with that. People always want to challenge me on this when they know I created it. You can't find a record of anybody that does it's specifically what I've done. You can't. Give me my credit. But y'all don't want to do that. But I'm not even finna go there. Okay. George Bunson, I'm actually not. Because I believe in freedom of speech, but not when you incite violence against people. I don't do that. I don't tell people to go out and physically harm other people. I've never done that. That's the distinction. We got to make a distinction here. You're not allowed to incite violence against other people in your freedom of speech. That's when we draw the line. Nope. So I'm not deconstructing any argument. So we done veered off into other topics here, but that's okay. My whole point that I want to make to you guys is I just want y'all to be healthy. And I know that being a vegan is one of the ways to do it. Gun Street's on here. I see you. You said, so are Black men allowed to be fans of light-skinned women scholars without being called? Of course you are. I've never said you. Wait a minute. I never said that you couldn't. I never said you. Where's this coming from? I have never said that you could not. It's okay. I just pointed out that I adore Karen Calabrese. I would consider Karen Calabrese a scholar of raw foods. She's light-skinned. She's a light-skinned woman. So I just showed y'all pictures of Max Gerson's daughter. She's a white woman. She's a scholar. That's not what this is about. Y'all misunderstanding me. That's the problem. A lot of people misunderstand the dark-skinned activists. But I'm trying to make myself clear. Okay. So anyway, guys, I want y'all to consider being a vegan. I want y'all to consider a plant-based diet. I want y'all to not worry about, oh, I'm going to be so skinny. I'm going to be so slim. I don't want y'all to worry about it. I want you to think more about your health, because your health is your wealth. And I hate like stereotypical things, but it's true. All the money in the world ain't gonna do you no good if you can't. I would rather be healthy. Let me tell you, I want my health. I love my physical and mental health. And the beauty of the vegan diet, especially the raw vegan diet, is it will sustain your physical and mental health. Not just your physical health, but your physical and mental health. Think about that for a minute while you sit up here worried about, oh my God, I'm going to be too skinny. Oh my God, nobody's going to like me. That's just a myth. Hey, Willie Wise Guy, I hope that's the real you, because I know people have been making fake accounts for you. But if that's the real you, shout out to Willie Wise Guy. And I want to say a special thank you to all my supporters that have been supporting me through all my hardships. I really appreciate all of y'all. I appreciate every last one of y'all. Thank you. I cannot thank y'all enough. Okay. Thank you. I'm saying, Mark, you said I'm saying her name wrong. Well, if I'm saying the great Karen Calabrese's name wrong, I apologize for that, because I actually have an immense amount of respect for her. And I've been following her for years, and she's inspired me with the raw veganism. Even though I'm not a raw vegan. I am vegan, but I'm not raw, but I'm heavily raw vegan. I would say about 75% of my food that I intake is raw daily. Okay, that's you, a Willie Wise guy. Shout out to you. Yeah, so guys, that's pretty much what I wanted to say. I hope I encourage somebody on here to go vegan and don't worry about what people got to say about you. I hope I encourage y'all today. Now, in closing, I want to ask every last one of y'all to please go to my Cash App and help me with my legal fees. I'm in a legal battle right now, defending myself against a person who's initiated death threats against me and who's caused death threats to come to me, and I need to pay my legal fees. So please go to my Cash App, $Rashidalala. Once again, $Rashidalala. I need to raise at least $1,500. That's the goal. So I'm asking you guys to please go to my Cash App and make a contribution today, because I don't have a lot of time. I have a court date set. Please stop putting other people's, let me go ahead and delete these people. Please don't put other people's Cash App in here. That's very rude and disrespectful. We're not going to do that. My Cash App is $Rashida Lala. That's my Cash App. And I'm asking everybody in the sound of my voice to please go and make a contribution. You can also go to my PayPal, which is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com, if you want to go there and make a contribution. I really need help with this. So please, Cash App, $Rashidalala. And just contribute today. Don't wait. This is a very serious matter. Please make a contribution. I hope you like this video. I hope you got something out of it. And if you like this video and you got something out of it, and you want to help other people to understand why they should not be worried about being slim and going vegan, don't worry about it. Please share it with other people. I would appreciate that. But I would really appreciate it if you would go make a contribution to my Cash App. That's the most worrisome thing to me right now. I've gotten this far. I fought so hard to get this far, y'all. I never gave up, fought the good fight, and I'm asking y'all to stand with me and to fight the good fight with me by making a donation. Y'all know what has been going on for years on YouTube. I don't even have to sit up here and say it. So my Cash App is $Rashidalala. And the money goes directly to my legal fees that I have incurred and I have to pay. And I need to at least raise $1,500. I'm asking everybody to make a contribution. No contribution is too small. I appreciate all of y'all. Once again, the Cash App is $Rashidalala. Stanley Hudson, you said we should talk about your first ever dark skinned activist. I'll make a live about that. I'll come back on here and make a live because I actually am. It's the truth. Okay. Well, I have an attorney, and I'm not going to talk about the specifics of the case because I can't do that. But I have an attorney, and I'm asking people that support me to please go and help me pay my legal fees. $Rashidallah. And I want to thank everybody for watching, and thank you in advance for your contributions. I appreciate all of y'all, and y'all have a wonderful evening. Signing out, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, the creator, the designer, the inventor, the architect of the very first platform in history for dark skin, known as dark skin activism, Rashida Strober, the dark skin activist.